Good afternoon to you. I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Remeisha Shade. It is about 3:01 p.m. I wanted to give you an update on our risk for severe weather for today. The good news is that our risk for severe weather is definitely going down. There is still a slim window for an isolated strong to severe storm, but overall the threat is pretty marginal, and the Storm Prediction Center has decreased that risk mainly due to the fact that we've had a lot of cloud cover. We've had some rounds of rain for the early morning hours. We've had some patchy fog, and it's kind of limited the amount of instability for the atmosphere to kind of tap into to help these strong to severe storms to develop. So it's kind of what we call a high shear, low cape environment. So we have a lot of spin in the atmosphere to get these storms going and potentially rotating, but we don't have a lot of instability or what we call cape. So if we were to have the sun come out for a while, that would kind of increase that instability, but it just doesn't look like that is going to happen. So technically it is still a Fox 26 storm alert day, and basically between now and 6 p.m. there's still a small risk for an isolated strong to severe storm, mainly along I-45 and areas east. That's going to be the main severe risk. There's a very low chance for a brief tornado, some isolated wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour, and there could be a little bit of hail in one or two of those storms. But at this point, no active watches or warnings for the Houston area or for surrounding nearby locations. So that is certainly some good news for us. Quick look at the radar will show you that we do have a couple of broken lines of showers and storms rolling through. Notice if you're west of Interstate 45, the threat is pretty much winding down. We've got a cold front moving through. The main storm risk will be along and east of that front. So the Woodlands, Houston, League City, down to Lake Jackson, Galveston, and over into Liberty County, San Jacinto, Polk, and Chambers counties. Those will be the areas with basically still at least a small threat that we could have a brief strong to severe storm over the next few hours. At this point, the heaviest action is really starting to develop just east of Pearland. So if you're in Pearland, you probably see some lightning. If you look off to the east, down around Alvin, you're getting some very heavy rain. Manville, you're getting some heavier downpours right now, and that heavier shower activity stretches down to Danbury and Angleton and over to West Columbia, getting some showers there as well. Finally starting to pick up some lightning strikes. We really haven't even been seeing much lightning with this shower activity that we have had out there, but as we get into really the warmest part of the day, we're getting a little bit of daytime heating, and that's helping some of these storms to fire up. So in between Pearland and Seabrook, we do have about 15 lightning strikes, and that's crossing right along Interstate 45, and that's going to be just north and west of League City and north of Alvin. But even though we're not seeing any lightning around Alvin and Danbury, the rain is definitely starting to pick up. So make sure to take things slow there and watch out for any ponding of water on any of those roads. Farther south, West Columbia, Sweeney, Brazoria, Lake Jackson getting in on some scattered showers here. Nothing strong or severe concerned with that activity, or concerning rather with that activity, but we do have the potential for some heavier downpours, and it could get a bit heavier as we go into the next few minutes. Downtown Houston, just a few light showers showing up there. Jacinto City, Galena Park, Channelview getting in on a little bit of light rain. Farther to the north, we've got a few light showers near Conroe and Shepherd, and some heavier downpours off to the east of Roman Forest, and that is extending up to the Woodville area. So this is going to be east of Shepherd, east of Highway 59, Shepherd, Cleveland. The heaviest action should stay just to your east. So I'll reset the view here. Notice once again, the heaviest rain and storm activity going to be near Interstate 45, and it will be pushing off to the east. So basically for the next 2 to 3 hours, we are going to be monitoring any of these storms that pop up for the potential for the development of a strong or severe cell out there, but overall the risk has gone down. Now, yesterday and this morning we were under that 2 out of 5 more likely risk for severe weather for Houston, but now we've been downgraded, thank goodness, to that 1 out of 5 possible severe storm risk. So notice the highest risk for severe weather has shifted to the north and east of Houston, and that would be over towards Greenville, Monroe, Alexandria, and Jackson, down around Beaumont, Houston, Galveston, Lake Jackson. we're right on the edge. And notice if you're west of Interstate 45, you've kind of been taken out of that severe risk totally. So the threat definitely going down along and east of Interstate 45 will be the areas to watch for the next 2 to 3 hours. And if you're going to hop on Interstate 10, or if you're traveling north and east up towards Alexandria, Monroe, you'll have the bigger risk for some severe storms there. But for our area, we are in that very low marginal threat for a brief strong to severe storm for the next few hours. Here's more good news. We were in that 15% severe wind risk category, but we've been downgraded to the very slight 5% chance for some damaging wind gusts. That would mean wind gusts around 58 miles per hour or stronger. So the good news for us is that overall our threat for severe weather appears to be going down, like I said, with that very limited instability out there, all of the clouds kind of limiting these storms from erupting and becoming severe. Tornado risk has decreased to 2% across the Houston area, stretching from Houston to Angleton to Texas City to Galveston and up towards the Woodlands and Liberty. No tornado risk for you at this point for Katy, Sealy, Brenham, and back towards Wharton. So all of these things are pointing towards just a very slim chance for a little bit of severe weather. And like I said, it's a very small window. It's only going to be for the next 2 to 3 hours. So let me track the future weather for you with our exclusive Fox model futurecast around 4:30 p.m. That's almost an hour and a half from now. Notice our futurecast model still showing the potential for a broken line of maybe some strong storms just to the east of Houston, still impacting potentially League City, parts of Galveston, over into Chambers and Liberty County. So we're not going to be out of the risk just yet. Like I said, give it another 2 to 3 hours. I think after 6 o'clock, we will start to see these storms move on out of the area. So this is Futurecast around 6 p.m. And notice it is still keeping the very back edge of that line of storms and heavy rain in eastern Chambers County and down around eastern Galveston County. So, of course, we will monitor the radar closely through 6 p.m. But I think after 6 p.m. these storms will be exiting our area. So by 10, 11 o'clock tonight, storms are off to the east. There's still some scattered clouds around, but cooler and drier air will be filtering in behind this front. So those clouds will break up tonight. And guess what? We will get to enjoy a good supply of sunshine for your Friday, and I think that lasts through the weekend. So notice those clouds breaking up Friday morning, Friday afternoon, and notice no rain, no storms popping up over the Houston area. So things are finally looking brighter out there. It's going to be a little bit cooler in the morning, so you may need the jackets, but it will be very pleasant and mild for the afternoon hours. So bottom line, we are monitoring the radar closely as of now. Nothing severe out there at all. We do have a few stronger storms trying to bubble up just east of Pearland and just north of Alvin, but at this point, it's nothing that's going to warrant a severe thunderstorm warning and certainly not a tornado warning. And at this point, no severe thunderstorm watches, tornado watches. We don't even have any flood advisories. So right now, things are staying calm. Things are behaving, but of course, like I said, between now and 6 p.m., we will still have that chance for a brief, isolated, strong to severe storm. So if you are in League City right now, you've got a cluster of storms heading your way, but overall, the threat, like I said, for severe weather will be limited. However, we will continue to closely monitor our FoxRad radar, and if we see anything concerning, if we see any storms getting close to becoming severe, or if we go under any sort of severe thunderstorm watch or severe thunderstorm warning, then of course we will hop back on and keep you updated. But for now, it is cloudy out there. The roads are wet. We've had a couple rounds of showers. You could get under one of those heavier downpours, especially around League City. So just make sure you're taking things slow out there on the roads. The traffic may be backed up a little bit. There could be some ponding of water on the roads. There could even be an isolated flooded road here and there. So just make sure that you're taking things slow, take it easy, and be extra careful so that you can get to your destination safely. I'll have another update for you in about 50 minutes or so. I'll try to hop back on right around 4 p.m. give you an update on what the radar is showing and what our risk for severe storms for the rest of today will be. So please join me right around 4 p.m. Of course, like I said, stay safe out there. Make sure you have a way to get those alerts if we get any. Make sure to grab our Fox 26 weather app so that you'll have a way of knowing if your area goes under a watch or a warning. I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Remeisha Shade. Stay safe out there.